original purple crew, right?
That is true.
It's all good. It's all good, you guys. It's all good. Thank you. Like, who did I hug out?
I'm going to empty my bladder.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
I came in as a complete underdog with age not on my side. I have somehow managed to stay alive at this point in the game, and that deserves something, right? But while I've been here, I've been picking up lots of strategy and lots of neat things, and I just feel like to win this would be a huge statement to all the, everyone who watches it, to say, like, wow, anything is possible at any age.
All right, guys, welcome to your next immunity challenge. Eddie, I'll take back the necklace. Jesus. All right, immunity is back up for grabs. So in this next challenge,
you will use a step stool to traverse from one side of the course to the other. You will start on the line in front of you and finish on the line at the far end. If you fall off, you must go back to the beginning. This game will be played in 4 heats of 2. One winner of each heat will move on. Of those 4 winners, the 2 who completed the challenge in the fastest times will advance to the final round. The winner of that final round will win immunity.
first heat is Susan versus Eddie. Survivors ready? Go! Eddie's moving a little bit quicker now. Eddie wins the first heat. Survivors ready, go! Both keeping the same pace. Sam taking a step ahead now. Gary, you need to pick it up. Both about the same. Sam is stepping ahead again. Sam getting closer. Gary has to move it quick. Gary has to start from the beginning.
He's got it. Ooh,
Does he? Does he?
Keep going, keep going.
You have to get it and bring it over. Sam moves on. Anessa versus Mark, survivors ready, go! You're right there. She is right behind you, Mark. Mark extending his lead.
Mark moves on.
Louis versus Hoy, survivors ready? Go! Hoy stepping a little bit ahead. Hoy stepping ahead. Louis almost falls. Hoy is almost there. One more and Hoy has it.
Hoy moves on.
So coming in 4th place with 1 minute and 9 seconds, Mark, you will not be winning immunity this round. Coming in 3rd place and is not going to win immunity with 1 minute and 7 seconds is Sam. So Hoy versus Eddie, one of you will win immunity. All right, guys, this is the final heat for immunity. Hoy versus Eddie. Survivors ready? Go! Very similar paces. Eddie extending his lead. Hoy is picking it up. Hoy drops. Eddie is super close. Eddie taking his time. Eddie wins immunity again.
This is kind of a useless win, and now it makes me look like a really strong competitor in front of everyone else. This is probably the least important voting round that we have because we all know who we're voting out. Susan, and even Susan knows she's going home, and it feels terrible, but even she said I'm going home, and we're all just gonna unfortunately vote her out, and the next tribunal vote will be important.
Yeah, I mean, it has to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you feel about that? I mean, it has to happen eventually.
Yeah,
you know,
but we
it's
have
fine.
this. But we're still
If you ask
sticking.
me who I prefer, sure, I prefer Mark.
Yeah.
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 A 6. Voting for Susan. This vote should go smoothly. I don't anticipate any hiccups, and then the vote of 7, that's when shit's gonna hit the fan.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they're gonna come after you.
Yeah. So we gotta stabilize that before you fucking happen.
But at least you could use me as a puzzle piece to get rid of a strong person, whoever that may be.
Listen,
Yeah.
what I said to you, hour 1 of this game,
Yeah.
I want to go to bed with you.
Oh wow.
I really do.
That would be
And
nice.
I've been pulling strings
Yeah.
as hard as I can with as much weight as I can
Okay.
to keep you as long as possible.
Okay.
If you're okay with that, like I trust you implicitly.
Yeah.
And want to continue moving forward with you.
Okay.
And I will keep you in the loop.
Okay.
With everything.
Yeah, let me know.
Yeah.
Because I really, at this point, it doesn't matter who I vote for.
Right.
Whoever just wants to tell me who to vote for, I'll do it.
The only way we
Yeah.
can get in the finals is if we work together.
Well, that's true. That is
So,
true.
I think an option on the table for this next round. Someone coming behind me.
Yeah, Mark.
Okay, Mark can see. Would you be get rid of Hoy?
Yeah,
Because you've said it, you've seen it,
He's
but
been
he
on the
can't
chopping
now.
block.
So you have
Yeah,
to,
I have to.
you know,
I'll tell him the same thing that I'm saying. Like, you
just keep doing
yeah.
that. And
Okay.
I think if you're okay with us saying to him that it's going to be you,
Yeah, I think that's a perfect
but
idea.
you have to keep lay it on thick of like, I'm going, I know
I'll
I'm
put
just
him
a
on the
number.
side and I'll say, you know.
Yeah, pretend this conversation is
Okay,
happening,
perfect.
and I got you. We can make it
Okay.
work. We have the numbers. It'll be me, you, Mark, Carrie, and Sam. Yeah.
Where's Vanessa falling in this?
Anessa is gonna vote Hoy with us.
Okay.
And Eddie. And then we can show them because we have Sam and Carrie.
Okay. That's good.
I mean,
And then
Sam went to pick him.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking. I can go to Hoy right now and tell him that I'll vote with him. So that, I don't know. But I can act like I don't have any alliance. But I'm gonna. Gary's in.
So we've got the 5 that we need.
Okay.
We're getting ready to make a major move, and now Gary and I, Louie, Mark, and Susan are going to get Hoy out. He's just too strong of a player. If we go to the final 3 with him, there's no way I win at the jury with him. I think I have a shot with Gary and Susie.
I'm fine with that. I know it
You're
leaves
fine?
me alone.
I'm fine.
But I'd rather.
Because if he,
I'm not going to
these
say
guys are gonna start fighting, and it's gonna be me and you.
Probably. Okay.
This is blowing my mind.
Yeah.
Our decision to vote out Hoy is very last minute right now, but it's definitely something that I've been wanting to do for a while now, so I'm happy that voting out Susan is pointless for all of us.
I feel very strong for a final four. It's gonna be me, Gary, and Sam, and then either a combination. I would like to see Louie because I feel like he saved me. But the craziest part here is that I'm gonna have to backstab both of them after this vote. They think it's gonna be Sam next, and I've been playing that the entire time. But with the introduction, now that doing that challenge where we dropped the bar or whatever, because Sam and I found the idol. Well, we didn't technically find it. Gary found it. Even before that happened, it clicked in my head that like I don't want to go up against Louis or Nessa or Mark or Eddie in the final three. That's just stupid to me.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Cool. And then
So who's next?
it's gonna be either Mark or Eddie, whoever doesn't win.
Okay.
If neither of them wins, 100% Eddie. But just know that they're gonna think it's you.
Yeah.
You being Gary 100%.
So you
up for you, yeah.
you put my name up there.
What's that?
You put my name up
I
there.
haven't put that. That's always been like
Okay.
the original 6 months where I told you with
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
that was an illusion. But after this trip, once we get to 7, once we get that hour, shit's gonna hit the
Oh yeah, yeah.
because no one's gonna suck
Big time. Yeah, it's gonna hit.
So you, me, and Gary should throw 3 votes on whoever. But Gary and I will continue to pretend that we're voting for you. We have to because
Right.
and
Yeah.
Nessa and Louis are very quick to pick up on like
Yeah.
random cues and like tightness.
Yeah.
But this is the one part of the game where you just need to like stay cool. And you need to pitch Eddie. You need to pitch Eddie as the vote. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Or whoever if he wins, you need to pitch Mark or something.
I will.
Yeah. So that's the
All right.
game. That's it.
All right. Good deal.
These guys would love to get rid of somebody powerful that could hurt them in the long run. I'm not that person, so. And I could even still position that as the game goes on. I mean, I don't know how that would work.
Where's Susan? Who else are we
Get
missing?
some water? Oh, you're already good?
Is it Susie? Yeah. I think she's kind of already like checked out.
Yeah. Can I talk about the water?
Yeah.
So we're all still.
Yeah.
I think I was successful in that my vote was up in order to use it to get out more of a potential threat, unless they're lying to me, which obviously could very well be the case.
Everybody wants to target Boy, which is not in my best interest because I just saved him last night and I know he's indebted to me. And I can really use him because I've been working with Boy since day one, but I know he's on borrowed time. But if I can do my best to keep him around as long as possible, that'll keep my options open for the longer run. Because I'm telling everybody, oh yeah, sure. But I'm just keeping, the best options for myself. Because I'm trying to win this game, not just get as far as top 8 or 6.
All right, let's bring in the members of our jury. Shantelle, Katie, Pete, Sarah, and Emily voted out at the last tribal council. All right, you guys, you have made it through 3/5 of this game. This is going into the home stretch right now. It's a really big moment. You guys should be very proud of yourselves. Gary, walk me through this moment for you. What does this mean to you right now?
It's like overwhelming, terrified, thrilled, scared. Like there's just so many emotions that are going on because like we're at a point now where I think the way that people are starting to look at votes are starting to switch. And I feel like for me, just like being at this point, I'm just like grateful to be here, period.
Gary brings up the fact that there is a lot of emotions going around. So, Mark, do you feel like the emotions could play into people's votes, or are you feeling like people are going to make their decisions emotionless and just play by game?
I think it could be emotional. As we said last tribal council, I feel like Susan, it was so hard to see Emily go. Yeah. And I just feel like it's just a hard thing to do.
Susan, walk me through the last tribal council. How was it from your perspective, and also how was it seeing Emily leave the game before you?
Oh, it was terrible. I mean, there's no other way around it. And I was shocked because going into it, I think these guys are really, really smart, because I thought that's a compliment, everybody I thought was just going for me because, you know, I'm pretty obvious. But the way they did it was so clever because sitting over there is a way bigger threat than sitting right here. So they were all very smart, and that blew me away because I don't think like that, I guess. I'm smart, but not in that way. So I give these guys a lot of props for doing that. It was totally a blindside to me because I thought I would be sitting there. And the other part of your question, it's so hard as a mom. I'm so proud of her, and I'm not gonna cry again. But she did so well, and I'm so proud, and hope I'll do her proud too.
Eddie, you won immunity again. So twice. Does that make you a threat in this game?
There's definitely a possibility that it can make me a threat. I think winning immunity always puts target on someone's back the next time around. But I just went out there and did my thing, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So I'm glad with the way things turned out.
From my perspective, it seemed like last tribal council, it was a split vote between Susan and Emily to get rid of them. So is it, you know, fair to say, Anessa, that there is a 7-person alliance working together, or is that just something that I misread? Can you walk me through how the last vote sort of went?
Emily had an idol before. It was quite possible she had an idol again. It was something we were thinking about very heavily, and that's why the split happened. Sorry, but she had one idol in this game. You know, when you find an idol, you kind of like know what they look like, you know where to look for them, you kind of have the mechanics. We were very concerned that she had another one, and I lied to her face many times, and I'm very, very sorry about it, but I kept telling her it was going to be you. I was really worried that she had an idol, and that's what the split happens.
So Louis, do you feel like, based on her statement, that idol paranoia is playing into every single vote now?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody has, you know, a case of the idol paranoia because it affects the way that you vote. And when the numbers begin to dwindle, you have less room for error in when idols come into play because you don't know where do you split the vote. Do you split the vote? Who could have the idol? Has someone found it already? There's just so many question marks. It really makes playing this game at a rapid speed very confusing, but also very exciting because you never know what's going to happen.
Sam, you seem like you're nodding your head. Do you feel like you know what's going to happen here at this tribal council?
I was just talking about the exciting part. This fast pace is much more must be.
Hoy, so your name has come up many times. You've had an idol played on you. Do you feel like you are seen as somebody that is easy to take to the end? Because a lot of people have voted for you.
I think so. I think for whatever reason, whether it's targeting me for a vote or using me as a number, I feel like I've been kind of in a position, I'll say at least optically, that I'm just kind of a vote that ran out of options, so I kind of just had to go with the flow and do whatever like people who were in power at that time said. But I mean, I think there's a lot that we don't see that hopefully, you know, if I do make it to the end, that the jury is then able to see.
All right, before we get to the vote, does anyone have anything they'd like to share or say to the group? No? Okay.
Hopefully people are going to use me in a strategic way, and I'm fine with that. If not, this will be my last time, but it's been wonderful. Thank you guys. So this is who I'm going after.
So it had to be done.
Nothing but love for you, Susan. You're amazing. See you take it on then.
Alright guys, if anyone has the hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, I will read the votes. First vote, Hoy. Second vote, Susan. That's 1 vote Hoy, 1 vote Susan. Third vote, Susan. 1 vote Hoy, 2 votes Susan. Fourth vote, Hoy. 2 votes Hoy, 2 votes Susan. Fifth vote, Hoy. That's 3 votes Hoy, 2 votes Susan. Sixth vote, Hoy. That's 4 votes Hoy, 2 votes Susan, 2 votes left. And the next person voted out and the 6th member of our jury is Hoy. Hoy, you're gonna need to bring me the torch. All right, Hoy, the tribe has spoken.
Amazing.
Time for you to go.
Amazing playing. I'm excited to be on the jury. Have fun. Thank you.
I'm just gonna leave you guys with one last bit of information about this game. There are many, many ways to keep your torch lit. Take that forever, whatever way you want to take it, but there are many ways to keep your torch lit in this game. Don't stop hunting, don't stop looking. I'll leave you with that.
Next time on Survivor New York.
Took a few of my players to get him out, but I'm glad he's finally gone.
So this is another thing. These couples, man, they're getting on my nerves.
We're in for a serious fight after this, because Gary is saying he's with us. He's saying he's with them.
I was definitely played by my lion. I think I have to do a little more processing, but I'm still proud of the way I played. I think I had power, then I didn't have power. Had to kind of just go with the flow for a little bit. But I think my personal opinion of who deserves to win is probably a lot different than what I think the jury's gonna vote. I think I'm gonna vote more. I'm gonna vote, I think, more strategically, but I'm kind of like leaning towards Sam if I happen to feel extra bitter, like an extra petty towards the end. But I'm gonna give them props. I'm gonna give them all props. I think they played very, very well. But you know what? Going on a blind side, that's the Survivor experience, I must say. So I gotta give them props for that. I think them blindsiding me is hopefully a testament to my game.